What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new Vanguard video here on the channel. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about how to get diamond assault rifles the fastest way possible. I'll be making a bunch of videos like this. I'll be making one for the SMGs, for probably like the knife and the launchers and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in more videos like this, definitely subscribe to the channel. But with that being said, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips that you guys can use that are helping me and a bunch of other people to get these camos in the fastest way possible. And enjoy the gameplay. This is probably like one of my best gameplays. I went like 63 and 6 or something around there, maybe 66 and 5s. You know, something good. It was a good gameplay. And let me know down in the comment section, how's the grind going for you guys? You know, overall, it's definitely a grind going for these camos, considering you have to get the guns to level 70. That's crazy. But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now inside of Vanguard there are 10 camo categories, and you have to get the gun to level 70 to actually unlock all of these, and it's definitely a big grind. I mean, luckily, you know, with some of these tips I'm going to be giving you, you can kind of complete multiple of these camo categories at the same time, but it's definitely a grind. You know, it's hard to unlock the weapons, it's hard to level them up, all that, and obviously the camos take some time, but I think these tips are going to help you guys a lot. So the first thing is eliminations. You guys are going to get eliminations playing with the gun. Obviously you don't have to really do anything extra, so I'm not going to waste time on that. Now the next thing is headshots. You have to get 100 headshots with the assault rifles. Now for the headshots, make sure that you guys are running a scope. Use whatever scope you find easiest. I personally think that the little square red dot sight is the best for the headshots. Although, like I said, you can use whatever scope you want. And I also recommend using recoil control attachments so that your gun isn't all over the place. You know, it's accurate. Once you put it on their head, you're going to get the headshot. It's not going to move around. And so I prefer the recoil control attachments. And then another thing is use things like Dead Silence, Ninja, and Ghost. That way you guys can sneak up on people and you can possibly get behind their whole team and get 3 or 4 headshots at a time. So, you know, you always want to try and sneak up on them because that's the easiest way if you can get behind them. Now next up, you have to get 50 multi-kills, and this is pretty much just 2 kills at one time. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be getting this pretty easily. Like myself, you know, just playing. This is kind of like another one of them challenges that you're going to get while you're going for the other ones. But if you are struggling, I would say try to play angles. What I mean by that is maybe, you know, sit and aim at a door, or sit on a head glitch and wait for someone to run through a hallway or something like that. That way you guys can always get the first shot off. You guys are ready, and that'll just make that easier. Also, like field mics and UAVs will make this easier. So just, you know, do what you got to do to get those double kills, and it shouldn't be too hard. But if it is, you know, like I said, just use a couple of those things. Now for the next 2, you should probably be able to get them at the same time, and that is 30 Bloodthirsties and 100 Longshots. And I think when you guys are going for the Longshots, you'll be able to get the Bloodthirsties a lot easier because you kind of have to sit back, play slow, and you know, you're probably not going to get too many kills when you're going for the long shots, although there's a lot less chance of dying, you know, getting snuck up on and stuff like that. And also, you know, just getting shot from multiple different angles if you guys are playing the right spot. I also really prefer for the long shots, try to go on high ground. Something about high ground in this game seems to be better. Obviously in every game it has an advantage, but you know, in Vanguard, I think if you sit in a tower, with how good the guns are and how accurate they are, like with the STG, I sat up in a tower going for some long shots, and I got like 15 in one game. So just try to sit up in the tallest spot on a map and just go for certain maps. Obviously, you don't want short maps like I'm playing right here. You don't want Hotel Royale and, you know, just stuff like that. I don't really know the names of too many maps, so I can't really tell you guys which ones to and to not play. But you guys, a lot of you guys know, you know, what the long and short maps are, so just try to find the best ones, try to play far. And also there is a certain scope that I was using that helped me a ton, and that is the 1913 variable scope. I'll show you guys that up on screen. And this came on an STG variant that I was using. It came on the blueprint, and I seen that it was really good for long shots. It's super clean, you can see through it, and it also has a zoom, so if they're a little too far away, you guys can zoom in. And it's just a really good scope overall. Luckily in Vanguard there's a bunch of different types of scopes, so really whatever you prefer. There's even ones that zoom in multiple times and you can see from a crazy distance. I don't really think you need that, but like I said, with the right attachments and the 1913 variable 4 to 8 times scope, that works super good for me, so definitely give that one a try. SMGs and shotguns, but the ARs are a little bit harder. They take a lot longer, and the first thing is you're going to want to use attachments that either help the hipfire or at least they don't harm it. A lot of attachments take down hipfire, and usually that doesn't really affect the gun too much. Like me personally, I don't ever really hip fire with assault rifles, but for this you definitely don't want a bunch of those attachments bringing down the hip fire. And another thing is the field mic. The field mic, which is a field upgrade, is going to help you guys a ton. You can place this down in a building and sit by a door, and every time they run through the door you're going to see it, and you can jump in front of it and hip fire it. Like I said, this is going to be the easiest thing. And also I would consider turning up your FOV. That'll definitely make up close fights a lot easier. So yeah, turn up your field of view, get close, use a field mic, and just hip fire with the right attachments. Now next up, you have to use 10 attachments and get 250 kills. So this, I mean, the hardest part about this is getting the gun to, I think, level 50. That's when you finally unlock this category. But after that, you really just have to get 250 kills. And I would say use attachments that don't have too many downsides. Or for example, if one attachment that you have, say that it takes down recoil, then I would use an attachment that helps the recoil, so you guys can kind of cancel out with the attachments, just cancel out the negatives. And another thing, although there aren't many of them in the game right now, there are blueprints. I'm sure if you guys are watching this a few weeks from now, or whatever the case may be, I'm sure there's more blueprints in the game. I know right now I have like 3 for the STG, and I might have some for the other assault rifles. I'm not too sure yet. I'm still unlocking some of them. But yeah, I mean, I think that the blueprints can definitely help in the long run, and I'm sure, like I said, they'll add more, so that will definitely help as well. Now for the last 3 camos, this is a completely new system, and it's pretty much, they give you the attachments, and with those attachments you have to get kills, long shots, and headshots. So once you guys unlock all the attachments that you need and you guys get the gun leveled up all the way to level 70, you can then start working on those. And it's definitely a grind for that reason, the fact that you have to unlock these attachments, then you have to get the gun up to level 70 just so you can get all the camos. And I can't really give you too many tips for these. It's different attachments and perks for every gun, so you just have to use what it tells you to use. And I prefer playing things like Blitz. The Blitz is just a faster paced game mode, and also you go for like 16v16. There's also a team deathmatch mode that's even 24v24, so that's crazy. And obviously that's going to allow you to get more kills, more long shots, headshots, etc. And just once again, for the long shots, the headshots, stuff like that, just follow what I said earlier, follow the other tips, and you guys should be able to get this. But yeah, with that being said, that is all for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been your boy Hollywood. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'm out. Peace.